Hey, it's the Empire. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon for more videos. We taking over. Let's go, champ. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's go. Hey, it's the Empire. Geoboxing Empire. Back boxing. Now, Daniel Dubois. Superstar, undefeated fighter, 15 wins, 14 knockouts, man. Just stopped RICARDO SNIJDERS, man. And it was devastating. I mean, Daniel Dubois was walking down with a jab, measured his pace carefully, and he was landing devastating body shots, which you don't see too much in the heavyweight division. Most of these fighters are headhunters, right? He got dropped multiple times in round one. Daniel Dubois was dropping SNIJDERS with body shots, and then SNIJDERS managed to get up somehow, and then he managed to make it to round two, and this more or less the same happened, right? Got hit with some body shots again, and basically Daniel Dubois was tearing his body apart. You know, it is the end of summer, but Daniel Dubois must have been eating ribs all summer because he was tearing SNIJDERS' ribs apart, tearing them apart, and it was really entertaining stuff. Now, SNIJDERS did land one decent right hand the whole fight. He actually landed a clean right hand, and that's when Daniel Dubois got very, very upset. It was in round one where SNIJDERS was moving around pretty well. He looked a little fidgety, and I'm not gonna lie, SNIJDERS fought on a timid side. You know, I wouldn't call it scared, but he looked scared. He looked scared. Let's be honest, he looked scared. Now, that being said, man, the opponent that Joyce and Daniel Dubois, they're supposed to be fighting each other, but the opponent that Daniel Dubois is supposed to be fighting, i.e. Joyce, right? He fought in July, and he got a win, right? And he fought Michael Wellesk. Probably mispronounced his name, but whatever, right? He fought in July 25th, and he got past him with a technical knockout. Now, both of these fighters have had their fights delayed because they want the biggest, baddest audience there when they fight, because it's all about, you know, it's just something. It'd be really weird to see a high-level fight in Britain with no crowd, right? It's been done before with the Dillian Whyte versus Alexander Povetkin fight, but I think that, you know, Dillian Whyte being an extremely established name already, he was going to have an audience watching him with or without an audience. But someone like a Daniel Dubois and a Joyce, they're still coming up in the rankings, so they're going to want a fan base there. They're going to want a crowd there because they're still developing their fan base, right? So we're going to see how this whole thing works out with Daniel Dubois and Joyce. But understand that these fighters that they fought before, they fight each other, they're proxies for each other. Daniel Dubois walked past SNIJDERS, walked past him, walked over his body like it was nothing. Same thing with my boy Joyce. Walked over Michael Wellesk, right? Walked over his body like it was nothing. Now they're on to each other, man, and it's gonna be a big fight, right? I keep saying, like I said earlier, the biggest fights in the UK are not what you consider top level fighters. It's just not. The biggest fights in the UK are against UK fighters, right? The most exciting fight, for example, in Anthony Joshua's career, that he didn't outright lose, was the Dillian Whyte fight. The most exciting Dillian Whyte fight, besides the Anthony Joshua fight that was competitive, was the Derek Chisora fight. And I guarantee right now, the most exciting fight that Daniel Dubois has ever will fight up until now in his career will be this Joyce fight, man. It's gonna be fireworks, man. I think it's worth it. It's a big deal. Daniel Dubois is making splashes around the world. Joyce, he's doing the same. His style is a little more subtle, a little more, let's say it's not as explosive, but it's definitely he's definitely a star. Definitely, Joyce is an accomplished Olympian, and he's a superstar in the rising as well. You know, Daniel Dubois fighting out the UK, obviously he's gonna be a heavy overdog. Joyce, you know, he hasn't had the same adoration as a Daniel Dubois, but only time will tell, man. Only time will tell. There's been a lot of stars in boxing, especially in the UK, who's supposed to be a big thing, and sometimes they don't make it, man. Look at David Price. That's a big one, you know. So we're gonna see how this whole thing plays out with Daniel Dubois and Joyce. Great flying color win from Daniel Dubois, and Joyce, as I said, he did earlier in July. Now, man, hopefully they're on to each other now. Let me know how you guys feel about it, though. Like, comment, subscribe. It's the Empire. Geoboxing Empire. Peace.